grave with the furnishings of Jahannam. And this person is shown a place in Jannah. And he's told, this is what was waiting for you if you would have obeyed Allah and obeyed the Messenger sallallahu alaihi wasallam. And then the fire of Jahannam, it enters into his grave. And his grave, it squeezes him so tight until his ribs begin to close up on one another. Then he sees an ugly man with a foul stench, and he's coming to him. And he sits with him in his grave. And this person says, "Who are you? May Allah curse you. Your face brings evil." And then this person says, "I am your evil deeds. And I am going to stay with you until Yawm al-Qiyamah." So not only is he being punished in his grave, but he's with this ugly, foul stench of a man. Then Allah appoints over him one who is blind, deaf and dumb, in whose hand is an iron rod, which, if he was to strike a mountain with it, it would turn the mountain to dust. He strikes him with it until he turns to dust. Then he is restored to his former state, and he is struck again. And this man, this dead person, he utters a scream which everything can hear except for mankind and the jinn. And he keeps striking him until Yawm al-Qiyamah. And the Prophet ﷺ, he said, "I would make dua to Allah to allow you to hear the punishment of the grave, but I fear that if you could hear it, you would not bury your dead." So then let's fast forward now until Yawm al-Qiyamah, the day of judgment.
The coming of hellfire. The perimeter is secure. There are angels all around us. No one is going anywhere. All the creation of Allah is in the middle. And Allah calls on hellfire to come. And hellfire, brothers and sisters, is not a pit. It is a roaring, raging beast that is held down by 70,000 chains. Holding each chain is 70,000 angels. And Allah and the angels are standing in rows, and the hellfire will come about. And when the hellfire comes, brothers and sisters, there is no scene more terrifying on the Day of Judgment than that scene. Even the Prophet ﷺ told Umar, if you did the deeds of 70 prophets, you would still be afraid at that moment. And when hellfire comes, brothers and sisters, every creation of Allah, martyrs, prophets, believers, non-believers, they will fall to their knees. You will see every ummah on their knees. All they are saying is, "Oh Allah, protect us. Oh Allah, protect us." And hellfire comes in, raging and roaring. A neck shoots out of hellfire. And just like there are people that go to Jannah without any punishment or any judgment, there are people that will go to hellfire without any judgment. And if hellfire looks at you, then you are one of its inhabitants. So every person, their eyes are to the ground. They're afraid to look up. And all they can hear is the raging and roaring. Brothers and sisters, I want you to listen to this dialogue. I want you to listen to the words of Allah coming down from 7 skies. Did I not tell you, O children of Adam, that you should not worship shaitan? Verily he is an obvious enemy to you, and that you should only worship me. This is the straight path. Allah will tell us this. And indeed, shaitan has misguided and led astray many of you. Could you not understand this? Could you not realize this? Could you not comprehend this? Here is hellfire that I promised you. Here it is. May Allah protect us, brothers and sisters. This is not a joke. And everyone on their knees, face down, saying, Allahumma sallim sallim, Allahumma sallim sallim. Oh Allah, protect us. Oh Allah, protect us.
Hell, my brothers and sisters, let us talk about hell. Hell is a place that Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala has already created. And when Allah created the hellfire, He said, "Oh Jibreel, go and look at my hellfire." And the angel Jibreel, he looked at the hellfire. He went to Allah, he said, "Oh Allah, anyone who hears about the hellfire, they will never go into it." And then Allah surrounded the hellfire with temptations, with ease. And then Allah said to Jibreel, "Now go and look at my hellfire." And Jibreel came back and said, "Allah, I'm afraid that nobody will escape it." And the hellfire is a place of the most extreme suffering, the most extreme pain, of every level that you can imagine. Physical, mental, spiritual pain and suffering and torment. It is a place where Allah subhanahu wa ta'ala, He will burn the skins of the people, and then He will recreate their skins and burn the skins again, so that the people in there will taste the punishment. It is a place of heat, a place of pain. The people will cry in agony for water. They will cry for a drink, something to cool them, and they will be given a water. They will be given a drink, but it is a boiling water that will scald their faces and burn their insides. And they will drink from a river that is made from the pus that flows out of the wounds of the people of the hellfire. The wounds of the people of the hellfire will ooze pus, and this pus will gather together to form a river, and this is all they will have to drink. And their food will be the tree of Zakum, a tree the fruits of which are like the heads of devils. And this tree is so bitter that if the people, when they try to eat it, they can't eat it, but they will force themselves, because there is nothing else to eat in the hellfire. A place where the people will neither live nor will they die. A place where the people will fall into despair, arguing with each other, admonishing each other, criticizing each other. The fire will surround them on every place. The smallest punishment of the hellfire is that a person will wear a pair of sandals of fire and their brain will boil. That's the smallest punishment. And they will think that they have the worst punishment.